Hello guys, it's Kenja and I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back for another video on our channel, and this is a really new concept in which I'll be showing you my process to make this double-sided forest. So let's go, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. So, first thing first, the landscaping, obviously. So I'll be going with the sphere brush to make little shapes for my tree to be on, etc. And then the cylinder one to add some relief to the soil of the forest. And finally, going with the paintbrush to paint all of my shapes. Then I was starting doing the running sacred tree sap that is going down of the tree to rejoin the lake, which I'm gonna fill with cyan glass so it looks like a reservoir of the sacred water. And once I have all my landscaping done, I'm gonna begin doing my tree, focusing first on the roots and smoothing them as possible as I could and doing all the little details by hand. And after going with the main branches, then for the high ones, I'm gonna be using the curve command, which is really convenient. As you can see, I'm gonna be doing with a lot of branches, going with every different thickness as possible as I could, also with a lot of different curves, thanks to the curve command, going with a lot of directions, so that my tree looks more natural. All those details are obviously really long to do, but they are the ones that make the real big difference. So obviously it's requiring a lot of patience, which is kind of a problem for me because I absolutely don't have it. Once I replace all the diamond blocks by oakwood, I'm gonna be doing the tree sap that is going down of the tree. And as I want it to glow in the night, I'm gonna be placing light blue glass this time over sea lanterns and letting a space of 1 block between every layers. And well, as there's only 2 of them, well, that was so quick to do. And as my brother were always asking me to see the progress on my project, Anthony have gave me the idea to place some kind of gold veins, like, you know, light veins in the tree trunk. And my first reaction was, interesting. And then I was like, what a wonderful idea you had, Anthony! Now the leaves. First, I settled my brushes and then started doing the foliage of the tree. So I mainly used 4 different radius of my brushes. First the ladder, which was 4, then 3, 2, and 1 for all the itty bitty details.
Itty bitty living space.
Then I went and added some painting leaves to add some more details and replaced all the diamond block by oak leaves. Now it is time to add some living things, such as mushrooms. So this one is going to be a blue glowing mushroom with a pointy hat. Then I'm gonna be going with some brownish one with a flat shape, because I think those one looks really nice. I was kind of, you know, trying every different texture, every different block, until I finally found one looking nice. And thanks to the 1.16 update, I have just let my imagination do this mushroom, like literally. And I personally think it looks nice. Then I'll be going with some really different colors, such as orange, green, glowy greens, red. Those one are my favorites from so far. And then I'll be placing them randomly on the map. So now the flower step. The first one is just really a simple pink flower, you know, but the second one is a little more complex. I went with a model of Lise, and then I just tried to get the main shape of it and the colors of it. So there was just, you know, around the yellow, orange, red, brown, all those kind of colors. Then I'll be going with all the watery plants by first doing cattails, with some Susan and brown terracotta. Then the lily pad. I first went with some blue colors, but then forgot all about it and make a glowy one with some purple and pink glass. Now this is my favorite flower. I went with some blue glass and light blue glass, and again, thanks to the 1.16 update, I have used Street Warped, which was perfectly fitting with the theme of my flower. Tell me in the comments what you think about it and what's your favorite flower. I'll be really glad to know. And at night, I think it's just really looking really cool, and I'm just so proud of this flower. So now this is the last flower that I'm gonna make, and for it I'm just gonna do a lot of tiny flowers. So now guys, let's move on to the best part. I think you will all agree with me, is to put everything you have done and everything you have passed hours to make them on the map, because you can see if it fits or not, and that's just so enjoyable. And then, just to add some more little details to the roots of the tree, I'll be making some flat mushrooms. First going with some relief shapes, but then just decided to make them flat, totally flat. And then making some much bigger ones at the back of the tree. And then obviously adding some light, otherwise it isn't fun. Personally, I think it looks so great with those, you know, light veins inside the tree trunk. And you know what? I just want to say GG Anthony. For the birds, I'll be going with a kinda hummingbird shape. The head and the wings were a little hard to figure out, but with my past making dragons, the wings were okay. Well, I mean, especially when you're using the curve command, it's just so freaking convenient. So whatever, for the first one I'm gonna be going with some blue colors again and painted it with blue gloss for the body and light blue for the wings. And then going with some much more exotic colors for the other one, like green, light green, orange and red. And I personally love the color of the head. And the next step is placing them. Then we are gonna do a little resident in our tree, a little cutie squirrel holding that. It took me a long hour to figure out how to do it, but I think it turned out really well. And I think in doing the squirrel, the most complicated thing was the tail. Like, I have redone it a few times, trust me. Now the next step of this double first is gonna be to make some trees. Some trees on the edges of the map, otherwise I can't even call it a forest. And obviously to add some more texture to my build, I'm gonna use dark oak wood for making this tree. Then for the leaves, like I did for the main tree, I'll be adding some pending leaves. Then I'll be pasting and rotating them randomly at different places on the map. Now it is time to move on to the second tree. Well, actually it's the third one. Oops. And for this tree, I'm just so very proud of the shape of it. Like, I love the fact that it's really curly, and in fact, I didn't really get the shape of it at first. I mean, I just went and did like a kind of shape, and then I was like, okay, that looks nice, and now I'm just really proud of it. And as you can see, I will not be adding some pending glyphs for this one because I just wanted it to be different, to add some really variety of trees. And then same thing for the first edge tree that I have done. I will just paste some rotate version of this tree everywhere on the map. Now it's time to move on all the animals, and I've begun by doing a cute rabbit standing on its feet, and it took me a long time to figure out how to do it, but I must say it turned really well. The second animal is a deer, and I love the way it has turned. I'm just so proud of it. And what fits with a deer? A fawn, obviously. I think it's just really looking so cute, and to do it, just, you know, followed the same way as I did the mother, but Tanya. Now, Anthony's favorite animal, foxes. The first one is going to be a sitting fox, just a sitting fox. Maybe it's waiting for something, I actually don't know. I just wanted to do a fox that is sitting. Now the next fox, just to add some action to the forest, is going to be chasing the little rabbit that I have done previously. And yeah, I know, just I think it's better if you add some actions, because in the forest not every animal is just sitting or not doing anything. So I found it cool to make this. Now finally it is time to place them on the map. I have been waiting for this so long time. Then I'll be adding some flying things, such as butterflies. So I'm gonna do a lot of them with a lot of different colors, like blue, black, orange, white, and even a bunch of gray ones. Then I'll be starting doing my glowy path using some redstone ore, and then adding some green carpet and texturing the whole thing so it looks more natural. And then I'll be working on some grass to add some texture, always texture, to the soil. And now guys, my build is complete. So now guys, this is it. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. It took me a really long time to do this project, like a month, working at least 2 hours per day on it. This Conceptos video is a first on the channel, like it is for me, so please tell me in the comments if you like it or not, and tell me also which side of the forest do you prefer. Personally, it's the night. So guys, rendez-vous dans une prochaine vidéo, which is the French way to say see you in the next video.